Man, listen, let's get into it.
Let's get into these. Y'all ready to pod? I know y'all been waiting for this.
Come on, wait.
If we would have put this at the beginning, we definitely know y'all would have turned it off.
Yeah, because y'all would have heard what y'all wanted to hear. Now,
all right, so the Oscars was Sunday, and we shoot our pod on Saturday. So we are probably one of your last talking heads that's going to get to this subject, and I know that y'all been hearing this all week. Y'all went at me on Sunday on my social medias because I laughed. I laughed at the smack. Slap, slap. Yo, your man really 4-finger slapped that mama. Like, just, he got pimp slap. All you needed to do was, hey, give me that powder.
Yeah.
Wow. So, let's get into it.
So, one thing I want to stop, I want to stop hearing is what you would have done if it was you.
Yeah. Ain't none of y'all winning no Oscars, so shut up.
Yeah, and also...
Here you go. He taking out these guns again.
No, I'm getting hot.
Put your guns away.
Chill out.
Non-violence.
Yo, be quiet. Calm down.
We get to talking about slapping and using
right. He pulling out guns.
Calm down. Ladies.
This guy.
This motherfucker.
Cool one.
Ladies.
Get a little warm.
Mr. To be continued.
Right.
Ladies.
But and all of this, why he ain't slap August Alsina and all of that, like, hey Slim, listen, they had an arrangement. Yeah, August spilled the beans or whatever, but you know, that how can you be mad? Like, he can be mad that he said something.
That's it.
But other than that, you allowed, this was something that was already prearranged. So you gonna go slap this man because he was hanging meat in your wife that you already knew he was doing, that your wife was already doing?
But that's usually how social media work, though.
Yeah, but all these social media guys, I would have did this, you wouldn't have did a motherfucking thing, because you don't know what the fucking dynamics of that shit was.
Right.
Like, he didn't know he was about to get slapped. He got slapped, and he had to process that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, like, he didn't even try to duck or anything because he did not know it was going to happen.
Right.
So, like somebody said today, there was a puppet master to that. It was somebody to that, and I didn't look at it that way until it was presented to me. But you know, I'm gonna get my views in a minute. Let me hear y'all. I've been talking a lot. Let me hear y'all. Get it to me.
Go ahead, Jay.
How you feel?
Man, me personally, I think everything Will Smith did was how you supposed to take care of your mother, your children. You know what I'm saying? The person you say you love. I don't know. I just feel like when you get to a certain point, it's just like a certain amount of disrespect you're gonna allow somebody to keep giving you. And you know they've had previous little runs and stuff like that. But I guess it hits a certain level when you talk about a condition that somebody might have. When they talk about, you know, the black community and women and how important their hair is and how important our look is. I always just having our looks right. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I think just having a conversation with one of my clients this week, and he was just saying like how we don't know how many nights like he had to like just be there for her.
Right.
Because she knows she losing her hair. You know what I'm saying? And I say, you know, reading stuff on him talking about how when he was younger, his pops beating on his mom and stuff like that. And he couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, he might not have thought about it at that second, but he probably was thinking like, damn, if I don't protect my kid's mother, they gonna come saying something to me like, what's up, Dad? Like, you know.
Playing devil's advocate, I mean, he's cracked jokes on her before. You know what I'm saying? She was the butt. Both of them have been the butt of the joke of a lot of people in conversation ever since the whole Red Table joint came out. I
think it's one of those things where it's like it's an unwritten rule, right? As we've gotten older, what's the number one rule that's just dead when it comes to Jonah? You don't say nothing about nobody's mom.
Facts. You learned that as a young kid.
That's
you know
as we've gotten older.
I mean, you just gotta be ready for the consequences that come with it.
Yeah.
But it's an unwritten rule, though.
Yeah, that's the gut shot.
It's like an unwritten rule.
Right.
Like, don't Jonah me, but don't say nothing about my mother, right? You don't say nothing about
women.
No conditions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't say nothing about women unless like, you know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. Like if she burnt out. She burnt out.
Right.
Jada Pinkett Smith is not burnt out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a condition. Now if she showed up to that joint, she had on like an outfit that just was ridiculous. Oh, fry her ass up.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Fry her ass up.
so the fact that they initially laughed and then it went south.
Well, people tend to laugh when they're nervous.
When you're nervous, especially when you
And
know
you
the cameras
don't
is
know
on
what
you
to
too.
do.
And you don't know when the
And
camera
you
is
don't
on
like
you.
So
because
you think she gave him that look like you like this
she
motherfucker
did
talking
laugh
about me?
when instantly
She
when
was like,
she
uh-huh.
heard that she was just like like
and he
and
probably
I
know
hear-
his wife when she's under distress.
But here's the thing, right? I've heard it all week that she's a sorcerer, she's a witch, she's the puppet master. I've seen what we've seen all the memes. I'm not protecting no woman that I ain't the only one fucking and all
Your wife
everything.
fucking cheating on you.
Everything that has been said and all of this all ended up back on Jada. No, nobody, like how y'all was saying, ain't nobody checked on Chris. Everybody checked on Will. Absolutely, the first person that went over to Jada and checked on her was Uncle Denzel. He instantly went over and checked on her. And us being in the barber field, we know what alopecia is. We have women that come in here that have patches in their hair that are just like, yo, can you cut it down for me? Can you make it look like I got hair? I don't want to look like a man. I don't want to. As a black woman, your hair is even though India Arie had that song that I am not my hair. Mm-hmm. As a black actress, her hair is everything.
Yeah.
Not only is she older and it's hard to get jobs, but now you don't have any hair. And like, yes, she has gone on a Red Table Talk and she had to embrace the fact that she does have alopecia. Oh, I gotta laugh at it. Oh, I gotta do this. The one thing y'all gotta stop doing is, man, stop flipping that back to her. She cannot control Will's what he was going to do. Some I've heard most women would have grabbed you and told him to sit down. Where was her? Why didn't she protect him and all this other stuff? Yo, like I said to y'all online this week, whatever you do in life, it has consequences. So when Chris got up there and he told Jada before he even said the joke, I love you, Jada. Then he went into that joke. You gotta deal with the consequences. Will, when you got up there and smacked God out of Chris Rock, you gotta deal with the consequences. Whether that's resigning from the Academy, losing that Oscar, you gotta deal with the consequences. The real victim in this was Jada sitting there who was being talked about. And at the end of the day, when we look at the joke, when he did the joke on the couple right before that was like they were both nominated. Oh, y'all both nominated. And I was watching it live. So y'all both nominated. Y'all gotta worry about keeping peace in the house. So y'all both probably want Will to win. And then you threw Jada under the bus. You straight threw her under the bus and you went right into her looks. Right into her physical appearance of something she has no control over. And even if you don't know what's going on with her, that's why you gotta be careful about what you say about people. Because you never know what's going on with them. And that's just what it is. And don't, like, when I saw the memes of, this is how you protect the black woman, this is not how you protect the black woman, don't tell black women how they want to be protected. Because there are times that I need you to protect me physically and knock somebody out. There are times that I need you to stand up for me in a room and speak up for me. There are those times. But don't try to throw in the fact that I had sex, intermarital, whatever happened with that situation. Don't throw that on her.
So, okay, devil's advocate. That is I. So, comedians.
I don't care. Deal with the consequences.
No, that's what, but hold on. When they say you shouldn't have talked about this, you shouldn't have talked about that, or whatever, if you Mike Epps, Earthquake, all that. This is their material. This is
fine.
where they get. So yeah, like you said, still deal.
You gotta
with the
deal.
consequences if somebody not liking it.
Right. If you
know
got
what I
up
mean?
there
But
and you
whatever.
said something
But
about
they
the
talk about
trans,
the handicap, the transgender community, LGBT,
and and people have to
relatives.
deal with
you
the
just
consequences.
gotta deal with the consequences.
That's it.
So at the end of the day, it was consequences.
It was consequences to what
So
he said.
he fucking got slapped. He didn't do shit about it. If his brother wants to go at will, be prepared to deal with the fucking consequences. If he whip your ass, if you go to jail, if whatever the situation, if his security fuck you up, whatever. But now I feel like it's a target on this man's back. Now all these fucking tough ass funny niggas coming out the woodwork.
Right. Now all y'all want to be
I
tough.
would have did this. I would have did that.
You wouldn't have did shit.
You wouldn't
First
have
of
did
all,
shit.
y'all not even in the room because y'all not Oscar worthy.
Exactly.
You're not even in the room, so
You're
we
not
ain't
even
even
on- you're not
talking
even on
about
the
that.
stage. You're
Y'all
not on the
y'all not even part of that. Y'all not
So,
on Chris Rock level.
You're
You're not
gonna
on
insert
Will Smith
yourself
level.
into somebody else's beat when you see this man walking down the street. So you're gonna get whatever you got coming to you.
Absolutely. Don't insert yourself in that. And that's another reason why I said this week. Let me tell y'all something. These dudes are entertainers. They here to entertain us. Because instantly, we see what the next couple of days. We're gonna talk about it at the red table. So it is what it is. Yeah, I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it. I ain't gonna lose no friends over it.
You know
I
what
ain't
I was
losing
gonna
no
say.
family over it. Some of y'all was like, oh, you couldn't see a clear right and wrong choice in this. I don't care. I don't care because I was entertained. I turn on the TV to be entertained, and that's just what it is. So if you get up there and you slap somebody, you gotta deal with the consequences. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna laugh at that shit, and I'm gonna come in here and talk about it on the pod. That's just, it is what it is. We gonna talk about it in the barbershop. If you don't want nobody to talk about it, it shouldn't have happened. Good luck to you. Good luck to you both. I hope it works out for you.
They got other people money. They got money problems. They got other
Listen,
problems.
them rich people problems. Y'all
rich people
I
problems.
tell you poor folks what? All y'all out here, people don't have the right to put their hands on people. Listen, when you poor, you know better.
Yeah.
You know better. You know where you going, you slap somebody. Y'all gonna get into a tussle or you going to jail and now your family gotta do it.
Charges.
Oh, he should have pressed charges. Whatever. You do what you feel is best for you and your family. You do what's best for you and your wife, your girlfriend, whatever it is.
So, yeah, like I said,
And y'all need to stop worrying about.
you don't know what you would do until you was in that situation.
Exactly. And
That's what Mike Tyson said. Everybody got a plan till you get hit in the mouth.
till you get hit in the mouth. I tell my kids all the time, y'all only talk shit on the internet because you ain't never been punched in the face before.
Yeah.
That Bama got punched in his motherfucking face this weekend.
Yeah.
That man just stood there like he ain't even like kicked that man in the back when he turned and walked away.
He didn't know what the fuck to do because for one, he looks at this man as a friend.
Well, he shouldn't have been
And
talking about that man's wife.
He never in a million years would have thought that man would have walked up on stage and slapped the shit out of him.
What we keep telling people, you better watch out for people with mental health.
Yeah.
That man been like for the last 2 years, y'all done made that man the butt of y'all jokes.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that we as society and the internet culture, we have to take responsibility for. Like we should be held, like we can't put all the responsibility on Will because guess what? We were a part of that. We've been laughing at all those memes. All of them crime memes, like the crime meme took over the Jordan crime meme. Like we been slandering this drink. Man, your boy August made a whole song called Entanglement.
I've been
After he
feeling
heard
bad
that
for
drink.
him this whole time, for real.
I mean,
I don't feel bad for
don't
him
feel-
because at the end of the day,
I feel bad for him just because it make him seem like it. Actually, I don't feel sad for him because if he wanted to put out his dirty laundry, he really could.
my thing is, it
Like
made
his
him
list is
human.
probably immaculate. Will Smith's list is probably immaculate.
Right.
So if he want to put his dirty laundry out there, August Alsina ain't shit. He probably got joints that's. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's up there.
he lucked up and
Yeah.
got some pussy from Jada Pinkett Smith. Okay, he lucked up. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Cool,
how I'm
you
looking
lucked
at
up, you tricked your fellow with some pussy.
And Tupac died.
We all have got some pussy or been with somebody that we never thought we probably like. Oh, me? Like
No, I think all
You know
the
what
pussy
I'm
I
saying?
ever gotten in
But-
life, I deserved it. And
I mean, I
work hard for that little pussy right here.
Okay, so
just-
let me rephrase that. I'ma always feel like
It's
if
a
I got,
privilege.
yeah, I
Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah.
But
Yes, it's a privilege.
It's not a privilege. I'm the motherfucking steak on this motherfucking plate.
You the
Yeah.
side dish.
At the end of the day, but I have in my years of fucking.
Oh goodness, he put emphasis
What the
on
fuck?
that.
Listen,
Fucking.
in my years,
My years
I
of
have
fucking.
been with a woman or two that
Was out your range.
I rolled over and looked at like
You heard me hit the Tiger Woods.
I did that.
Nah,
did
what's
that.
the bowling drain? Who's like, who do you think you are?
Yeah,
I
I did
am.
that. Yeah.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Yeah, I did that.
You
I
heard me.
pat myself on the back.
Right, and so you said,
know what I'm saying?
like August Alsina, she was
Yeah,
out your
you
league.
pat your motherfucking self on the back, motherfucker.
Nah, you
because
can't say out of her league,
You
out of his
can't
league.
hold Will Smith's jockstrap.
He can't.
When you line up y'all fucking accolades, you're not shit. When you think about his movies, TV, even his music,
Yeah, he definitely.
fucking
not.
Summertime probably sold more. That's the most every summer. What's the first thing you hear?
On the radio.
Summertime.
Right. So he getting his
One
yearly.
song probably crushed all your fucking
He
albums.
getting his yearly check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your man took that Oscar and went and danced to Jiggy with it.
Fucking the Freddy Krueger joint.
Yeah.
Will
Yeah.
got some shit.
Yeah.
Low
Yeah.
key, he got some shit.
Just the two of us.
So you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. You got, you know,
I
you
forgot
got
he did that
get your
song.
numbers up, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you tripped and fell into some good pussy you wasn't really supposed to get in the first place, and it was what it was. And that's why, and that shows that you knew you wasn't supposed to have it because you spilled the fucking beans.
So let me
Yeah, you
ask you
started
this.
talking.
Let me ask you this.
You was
dude.
trying to be relevant again.
So does Jada Pinkett damn near had her Erykah Badu?
Doubt it.
We're, oh shit.
I don't know. I needs me a bite of that.
Oh goodness.
Doubt it.
Yeah.
He ain't
and
touching
gonna
me.
smack- he gonna
Will
smack-
Smith ain't gonna touch me.
Yo, he about
He
to
ain't
pull
gonna
up
touch-
that
Will Smith not gonna touch
4028
me.
and slap the
Will Smith
black
ain't gonna
on
touch
you.
me.
Man, listen.
What
Will-
you gonna do?
Will Smith ain't gonna touch me because my father look like him, so they gonna think they brothers.
Shut up. You play too well.
Yep. Well, but yeah, man. See, you ever heard the term "act like you've been somewhere before"? Act like you've
Absolutely.
been there before.
Absolutely.
That
You hear
was
me?
a nigga
Act like
that
you
was
got some
like,
pussy
yo,
before.
Act like you got some pussy before.
Act like you had some
Like,
real
I mean,
million dollar
real
pussy.
shit, nigga.
Yeah.
You more famous than I am.
He probably was in the bed like this. For me not to do.
You know what I'm saying?
cuddle
She probably suck her finger in his butt and all that, cause you know what I mean. On some real shit. Like because this nigga was too pressed to let the world know that he fucked her. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Act like you
He
got
made a
some pussy
song
before.
about that joint.
He made a fucking
Like they
song
were
about
dead.
that
Like
shit.
I think when that Red Table Talk joint dropped, like they just had to address it, and they both said like this is old to us. It's been like 2 years since this happened, and they had to address it. And that's my thing. Is like I think the one thing it did, it made us look at Will Smith a little differently because now he's not that picture perfect person. And
He's
it made
human.
He's a human being, and that
Right.
put him in that human role of, yo, I'm fed up with this. Like, again, like you said at the beginning, like why he ain't do that when people was like, why he ain't do that to August? Why you ain't do this? That? And it's one of those things like, yo, now you send a stage and you talking shit in my face. Like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna allow you to make me the butt of the joke at this point. And if you want to joke on me, and he probably would have been fine with him just joking on Will, but you put my wife in it, who ain't had nothing to do with it, and you talked about something that she has no control over. And like I was telling y'all earlier, being compared to G.I. Jane in the black community wasn't ever a good thing. Because most of the time when women were being compared to G.I. Jane, it was on that, oh, you look like a butch, you look like a lesbian type deal.
What's a
Women-
butch?
A butch is like,
Is that a masculine lesbian?
but like an extra masculine, extra
Okay.
strong.
Shortcut?
Like, yeah,
You
Okay.
look like me.
yeah. Probably got a beard too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that.
And this is coming from. I'm just saying, we ain't picking on.
I
Our
got
sister is in
What you
the-
saying? One of them?
Yeah,
One
I'm
of they?
just saying.
One
We
of
ain't
they?
picking on. We ain't.
Nah, it just is what it is. It's like
Yeah.
no woman. We have women that come in here to get their hair cut who will say like, please don't make me look masculine.
Right.
Like it is what it is. Like so him calling her G.I. Jane, like, yo, don't disrespect her like that. Don't disrespect me like that.
I just think it came from that slap. Like my client said, it wasn't for Chris. It wasn't.
Shit.
It was for him,
Yeah,
but
he
it
should-
wasn't
listen,
all because of what he
No,
said.
it
I think a
wasn't.
small
built up
percentage of it was for Chris.
It was some built.
I'll say out of a 100, I'll say 20%
Yo,
of
and
that was for Chris.
like yo, and let me tell y'all something, yo. And you know, I love the whites. You know, I love y'all. But some things, it's not y'all business to even speak on. So don't sit there and tell and say things like, oh, y'all shouldn't act like that at the Oscars. Because let me tell you something, you guys aren't the epitome of good behavior at all. Like at all. So don't tell us as blacks how we should act. And that just is what it is. But you know, I guess we going back to Oscar so white because they definitely not letting us back in the building. But shout out to Will Packer because he did an excellent job directing the Oscars. Shout out to Questlove, who he was the one that won the Oscar when Chris got slapped. So he was the one. He was the winner of that Oscar. So and shout out to Wanda Sykes and Regina King, who's from the DC native, they were hosting the Oscars to those women who were hosting the Oscars during one of the last days of Women History Month. And it should have been about them. And unfortunately, you know, this is what we're talking about. But hey, the Oscars got the highest ratings that it's had in years.
For like 10 years.
Yeah, and y'all had the highest. It was up 58% more.
Damn.
And part of the reason
All
is
of us
because y'all let us in the door.
I'll say this. I hate it for
It to be something negative.
no, I hate it for it to be black people that situation was in.
It happens.
Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's
they
like
use it against us.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's
That's
one of
why
those things.
That's why we
you know
don't
what I'm
invite
saying?
y'all.
It feeds more to
The
it.
stereotype.
Yeah, it feeds more to it. Like, oh, it's obviously you guys can't be at an all black all tie event. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
can't be
black-
in the serious event. I just hate it for it to be us.
And once again, it's just that sometimes, or more times than none, when white people act a fool, it gets swept under the rug. Or
Absolutely.
Most definitely, because
it's,
there was definitely a lot of pedophiles in that building that night.
It be a lot of shit that
Yo,
go
y'all
on, man, that
didn't
we
allow
just don't hear
pedophiles
about.
to win an Oscar.
Right. So my
yo,
man just smacked the motherfucker.
Right. All he did was smack the dude. So.
You got
And I really don't feel like he should lose his Oscar behind it because.
Oh, absolutely not. I don't even feel like he should have had to resign from the Academy. Like, but
So
if
what does
that's-
that mean when you're resigning from the Academy?
You can't vote. You can't vote. They're allowed to vote on movies. Like they're part of the Academy.
Okay.
So he gave up his right to vote
Like,
on movies.
For what though?
This is bullshit.
He gave up his right to show up.
Because I guarantee if he got a good movie out,
He can't be voted. He can't be voted for.
But that once again, that's just a way to control shit. It's bullshit. It had nothing to do. No big brawl broke out.
I mean,
no,
he got one, so it don't even matter at this point.
Like,
And that's
once
another thing. That was his first one.
Once again, going back to his when you put his stats up against August stats, like, why am I even mad? Like,
Right.
you
And
know,
I don't
like,
think Will is even mad about that.
shit. Even put, man, listen. Good job, Will.
That boy tired.
Good job. I mean,
And man, and before we get off this subject, man, I want to shout out Venus and Serena Williams because they wanted to do a movie about their dad, and that movie did win an Oscar.
Right.
And it's unfortunate that the spotlight was taken off of them once again. But it is what it is. Like we know, we know what the movie was about. Like I think we watched that movie plenty of times in here, or whatever the case was. So it was an alright movie. He did a good job at it.
yeah.
So congratulations,
What's that on?
HBO.
Oh, all right, I'm gonna watch that.
HBO
You know,
Max.
it's just, and it just goes back to we don't know what transpired pre-Oscar,
You never know.
filming of the Oscars.
You just never
We don't know what's been going on all week with them. We don't know none of that shit. We just seen what happened.
We know Chris Rock ticket sales went up. That's
Oh,
what
sure.
your man.
They trying to see what he got to say about it.
Yeah, and this motherfucker ain't saying shit.
Not
But-
like
You know?
Cause he said, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Yeah, so.
I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I mean, what
so,
the
I
fuck?
mean,
He
hey.
told him what to do. So I mean, what
listen,
the fuck?
At the end of the
I
day,
mean, what the
man,
fuck?
listen, unless you gonna take that shit to the streets and go see this man,
Like,
no, I don't
Keep
want
my
that to
name,
happen.
my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
But
are you gonna take it to the streets and go see this man?
hey, yo,
I ain't gonna lie
hey,
to
yo,
you. If I
hey,
was
yo.
Chris Rock, you kind of gotta see me. You kind of have to.
I'm glad that didn't happen.
Because I'm gonna take Chris Rock's side now. Because I'm a comedian, you know I'm about the jokes. And if you know me, like I would assume Chris Rock and Will Smith have been around each other.
They know
I
each
would
other.
assume they have a lot of respect for each other because what
Absolutely.
they've done in their career
They
for the
top tier.
community. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you should understand that it's a joke coming from me. Now, if I disrespected you, give me some sort of signal from where you at.
He did. He slapped the shit out of him. That was your signal.
But so there was a quick video clip that posted of them talking after the whole situation happened,
Oh, of course.
right? So it's a lot of angles and clips and stuff that's out there that.
But guess what? We wasn't there, so we don't
Right.
know.
So
That's
we
why I
don't
hate
know
the
really what they
internet.
was talking about. But
And we
at the
don't-
end of the day, Chris Rock can't hold Will Smith's jockstrap either. Think about his portfolio. Think about his movie roles.
I don't know.
What?
I
Come
mean,
on, give it to me.
Because if we
what
gonna
I'm-
go stand up wise, his stand up career kills Will
He's a
Smith's music
comedian.
career.
I doubt it.
I think
You don't think his
I
stand-up
don't
career
think-
kills his
I
music
think-
career?
I think
I doubt it.
we gotta hold
I
them.
mean, we got Google.
I
You
think
can
we
fact check
should
that.
hold them at the top tier of black entertainment. Period.
Yeah, I mean, he's
I
definitely.
wouldn't
Not
compare
downplaying
them.
them.
No, I wouldn't even I don't even think we can compare them because they in two totally different fields. They don't even do the same thing. Will Smith does not do stand
like
up.
fucking Men in Black.
Like Chris Rock movies aren't going to stand up to Will Smith.
And he's not a solo actor.
Exactly. So
He be with Adam Sandler and the crew.
right. So and you know like
Did y'all-
a